Welcome back to Pets on Parade. More than half of the dogs that arrive at the Arizona Humane Society are in need of medical treatment, and so it was with Chase, who was hurt and wounded when he was rescued off the streets by emergency animal medical technicians. And he spent several weeks healing in our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. By the time Chase had fully recovered from his injuries, he'd been occupying a kennel for over a month and had become very uneasy in the shelter environment. So, Mick, that's when your team of canine welfare specialists stepped in and really started to work with Chase.
Yeah, what we noticed with Chase is some stressful behaviors that he exhibited in the kennel, and one of them was tail chasing. And the other behavior that we noticed is he had an indoor-outdoor kennel, and he only wanted to be in the outdoor kennel. But when we tried to go and interact with him, he would just kind of huddle in the corner and be really shut down. So what we did notice one day is we would walk dogs by his kennel and he would kind of perk up. So we thought, well, for enrichment, we have chip yards. We'll take him out to the chip yard and bring another dog out there and see if we can kind of bring him out of his shell. So we did that initially, and he did investigate the dog initially, but then he found a bush that he kind of dug under and wanted to hide under. So that really told us that he still was really, really shut down and stressed in the environment. And that's why we really wanted to go ahead and promote the foster program and see if we can get him into a foster home to see if we could get him to be a dog again. So.
Absolutely. So Chase became our very first candidate for our brand new behavior foster program. And Matt and Julie, he went home with you. How did he do in your house?
Well, the first thing he did was run under a bush. But then I took him for long walks around the neighborhood, and he got to meet horses, and the exercise and adventure kind of perked him up a little bit. But I think importantly, too, was we have 3 dogs who are fairly well socialized, and Chase would see us having fun with the other dogs and him having fun with us, and he so wanted to be a part of it, but he didn't quite know how, so we'd go back and chase his tail. But it took a lot of patience.
Yeah, Chase was, we didn't see him wag his tail for 3 days. He was pretty shut down when he first came, and so I spent a lot of time just sitting with him in the room while watching TV, or sitting wherever he chose to sit. So he just got used to being around us and to the whole situation. And gradually, by watching to see what would trigger positives and negatives, we figured out things that would help him.
And about 3 days in, we decided to give him a bath, and after he got out of the bath and we're toweling him off, that was the first time we saw him wag his tail.
Sort of big stimulation.
Yeah. There you go.
So that was one breakthrough.
Well, the exciting news is that upon his return back from the shelter, he was adopted within 48 hours. And Keith, you were the lucky man that got to take him home. What made you adopt Chase, and how's he doing?
Well, we went to the shelter. We actually went to a couple shelters, was looking for a senior dog kind of to mellow out our puppy a little bit, and walked to the shelter, and then came back, and Chase caught our eye. He was sitting back in the corner behind one of your workers' desks. Spent about a half an hour with him. Everything was going well. Came back, brought our puppy back, and I mean, that was kind of ever since. That's been the way he is. He's mellow. He goes to work with me every day. Rides in the vehicle. He does a great job of just being a dog. I mean, still has a little tendencies, but he's working through every day as another positive outcome with him.
And thanks to all the love that you showered upon him between the 4 of you, he truly gets a second chance in life. And if you're interested in becoming a behavior foster, please see our website. Stay with us. Meet Benji and more adoptable pets when we come back.